Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Not Innocent LunA Eclipsed, or Eclipsed, whichever you prefer. So, in my own time I went back and did the other choices to see, what would happen if I took those choices, and, let's just say, some of the bad endings you get. Oh god, they're so bad. It's like, sometimes I think two of the endings, like, maybe feel really sad and maybe want to cry. And then, as soon as you start getting emotional, it turns to creepy in an instant. It's terrible. Oh god. I think the bad thing I got in the video was that it's probably my least favourite one, because it just happens like straight away. There's nothing really about there, you just kind of get trapped and die. But the other ones, they mess you up emotionally. It's like, what the hell? Why are you making me mess with my emotions and then you scare the shit out of me and kill me? What? No! I'm not happy about that. Right, so I guess I'll move on. Oh, there's some endings you can be a right dick as well. It's horrible. Alright.
Let's get to the point. The killer.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Kyo, what do you know about the killer?
Also, I'm doing 3 episodes of this back-to-back, so they're gonna be a lot shorter. Or, if I finish...
Who do you think the killer is? Do you have any idea? My brother?
Okay, what the fuck? Don't give me more options! Stop giving me choices! There's too many to take! I have some idea, I have no idea. Save. Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't quickly load that one back up. What's that one there? Hang on. Go back, load. I forgot what this choice, hang on. Okay, I know what choice that was. Sorry, I just wanted to double check. I have some idea. Let's go. Let's be honest, I have an idea. I probably know who the killer is. It's the person we died from the restart Kyo, we know who it is.
Oh? Who?
Huh?
Why are you faltering? It's okay if you don't know, Kyo.
I know! Let me answer!
I'm going to tell you who is behind all the cruel murders.
Can you let me pick at least? I know who the killer is. Let me answer this. I figured it out. I know Kyo hasn't got as much information on it as we have, because we've seen like other stories and stuff, and like how everything connects, and we've already seen that. But Kyo hasn't honestly seen that himself because he's not there at these certain points. But can you at least let me have a crack at answering it? I know who it is. Let me answer it. Come on, why not? I know the answer.
I don't know if you suspected her before. Her real killer is Yamamiya Saki.
Wait, what? How's it possible?
You think it's hard to believe?
Yeah, I can't believe she's the killer.
It looks like Kyo never suspected her.
Oh, come on, Kyo did suspect her. Let's be honest. At the start, he was concerned she might be the killer. That's why he kept trying to get away from her and trying to get her to stop following him, because he wasn't too sure about her. Then when he was sure about her, he tried to send her back so she'd be safe.
You trusted Saki all along.
At least, I never suspected her before.
Why?
Because it doesn't make any sense. If you're right, then how? How do I explain what I saw?
Oh, what did you see? Tell me.
When I first met her, she was being hunted down by someone. See, that's the thing that made me doubt it, my choice as well. But it was very dark. I didn't see the shadow clearly. Her innocent eyes, full of fear, made me believe she had nothing to do with these murders.
Sometimes impressions aren't reliable, especially when two souls live in one body.
Wait, hang on, so that was a demon taking over? What the... Devil side taking over? Dunno. What do you mean? Saki has two souls?
Yeah, but I will fill you in later. You said what you saw and experienced is in contradiction to the fact that she is the killer. Why?
We spent a night together in a shabby house in the forest after I saved her. There was heavy rain that night. I decided to sleep in that creepy house since we had nowhere to go. When Snack and I were asleep, the door to the house suddenly opened. Maybe the wind blew it open. But at that time, there was a mysterious shadow standing there. It was Saki who first found the shadow. She told me there was someone behind me in a terrified tone. When I looked back, I saw that shadow too. Suddenly, Saki yelled, which scared the shadow and it ran away.
Oh, I see.
There was another thing. After we split, I saw her again at the front gate of the Tolkien's family a few days later. She was severely injured and lost a lot of blood. She was in a coma, so the Tolkien's master and I treated her immediately.
Oh, I see. What else do you think is a contradiction to what you saw?
What else do you think is in a contradiction? Okay. That's all.
I think what you said isn't in contradiction to the fact that Saki is the killer. What do you think the contradiction is?
If she is the killer, then who was the shadow hunting her down when I first met her? What was the shadow up to? All these remain unclear. Besides, if she is the killer, then who was that person at the doorway outside the house? Why was she so badly injured lying in front of the Tolkien's? Who hurt her? There are so many doubts.
Now, I have the answers to your doubts.
Oh, you know these answers?
Yes! Because the shadow hunting down Saki is not the real killer. It wanted to bring Saki to justice.
Ah.
The shadow knew everything about Saki. It knew Saki was the real killer, so it went after Saki. That shadow was trying to kill the real killer, so that the town could resume its tranquility. You made a big mistake back then. You shouldn't have saved Saki. If you hadn't saved her, then the following tragedies wouldn't have happened.
Are you sure what you said is true?
Yeah, all these three things were done by the same person. That shadow you saw in the forest later that mysterious person at the doorway, and the person who beat her unconscious at the Tolkien's front gates are all the same person. Because only it knew who the real killer was.
Why do you know this so clearly? Who is it?
It is me!
And then and then also, yeah, it's all gone full circle now. Because she brought her back to the dream world, didn't she? And the only way to do that was to make her physical body slip or die to get into the dream world. So yeah, there we go. I think I said that in the previous video as well. After we found them both in the dream world together.
It is me.
You?
Yes, indeed, it is me. You've been hunting...
Wait, I'm just curious what it's called out. You've been hunting down a real killer? If I wasn't getting in the way, you would have probably killed the real killer. If you had killed her, then the following tragedies wouldn't have happened, right?
Yes! I may have killed her if Kyo was not there. I think you met me at the Baduki's for the first time.
Yeah, in my dream. Now I know my dream was actually a Paris of illusions, huh?
Yes, you have come around.
Yeah.
I knew you a long time ago.
You did? Okay, I'm all ears. Let's go.
That night when you saved Saki was the first time I met you. I almost killed her. But your yell scared me.
You're a devil. How does my scream scare you?
I didn't know what had happened. I thought whoever yelled must be after me. So for the fear of potential danger, I escaped.
You didn't know me?
You were behind me, and there was a distance between us. How could I know who you were? Besides, I knew nothing about you at that time. I thought you had something to do with the Maduki family, and was sent by the family to kill me.
Okay.
You yelled at me with such surprise, which surprised me. I thought you were a badass, so I better run away now.
You thought I was a badass? Ow! That hurts! Ah. I know, Kyo's just a clumsy oaf who trips a lot.
I panicked and fled.
So, this is what it is.
I'm a devil, but I'm not immortal. On the contrary, my body is much weaker than human bodies. I fear pain and death. When faced with unknown threats, I had to run away.
Actually, I thought you were the killer. After you fled, I felt very relieved that you ran away instead of coming to kill me after you heard me yell.
I thought you and Saki were going to separate ways after you saved her. But I didn't expect that you two would choose to spend the night together in the forest. Seeing this, I was more convinced that you were the Maduki. I was more convinced that you were the Maduki or had something to do with them. I thought you were sent to protect Saki, and I was prepared to kill you both.
You really looked upon me with suspicion.
I didn't know if you were a big threat to me, so I didn't act rashly. After thinking for a while, I decided to catch this great opportunity. I'd kill you both while you were asleep in that house.
Hey, I was your target too? Oh, goddammit.
Yeah, I thought you were working with her.
And you sneaked to open our door.
Yes, I thought you were asleep. But when I opened the door, I found you two were wide awake.
If Saki hadn't woken me up, I would still be asleep. She told me the door opened. So, I got up to close the door. I was very drowsy, but after Saki told me someone was behind me, my head suddenly became very clear.
I saw you two were awake, but I didn't leave right away. Because you had your back towards me, which to me was a good opportunity. If I killed you before you turned around, Saki would be all mine. But I was too naive. You turned around before I reacted. Saki suddenly let out a yell. I compromised myself, so there was no advantages for me. I didn't know what you were capable of, so instead of acting rashly, I ran away from you again.
I see. So, devils are a lot more... Well, actually, I kind of like this, the fact like devils themselves are not immortal creatures who cannot be killed. I like that aspect to this. I like it how the fact they fear death as well, as much as humans. That's a nice thing to see in games like that, when you got like some sort of superior being who also fears death and dangerous situations. Because then it actually gives them like a sense of life, I suppose. Because let's face it, everyone fears something.
I see. I was very irritated since I failed to kill her twice. Because of you, I failed twice.
Sorry, I knew nothing back then.
We met again in the Paris of Illusions when you were at the Madukis.
Yeah.
I was keeping an eye on the Maduki family, and yet you two happened to go there. I planned to kill her when you separated, but Saki's wild personality woke up unexpectedly.
Huh?
I went to Saki's room, but found no one there. I searched every corner of the room and found nobody. Later, I knew Saki went to the forest. Another girl was killed in the forest that night. So my plan of killing her was a total failure. I walked out from Saki's room and went to your room, and found you were sleeping in bed. Well, sleeping may not be the exact words to describe your state because your consciousness was in the paradise of illusions.
I was dead? Oh god! Oh, what state was I in?
You lay in bed sleeping like a puppet without breathing.
Yes, I was dead. Great. Was I in such a terrifying state? Yeah, you were kind of dead.
Yes, it's how the body reacts when the consciousness is in the paradise of illusions. I was going to kill you because you ruined my plans of killing Saki. Then I thought perhaps you were an ordinary human and knew nothing about these. With this in mind, I decided to go to the paradise and have a little chat with your consciousness to see if you were good or bad.
That was the first time we officially met. But I thought you bore malice towards me. Yeah, you did kind of torture the shit out of me, if I remember correctly. I hope there's not a flipping uncensored version of this game because that scene would give me nightmares. And actually, so would a few of the bad endings. They'd give me a few nightmares as well. I don't want to see the uncensored version of this game. Actually, I'm happy with this version. Actually, I don't even know there's an uncensored version. I'll be honest.
But I thought you bore malice towards me.
Wait, that's cute. But I thought you bore malice towards me. You were really mean. You even made me play an enemy's body puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get back at you.
What? So you tortured me?
Because I would have killed Saki already without you being around. You got in my way and foiled my plan so she could continue killing innocent girls.
Which begs the question, why do you even care? You're a devil yourself.
I vented my anger on you and shouted no mercy to you when we met. Although I knew you were innocent and your girlfriend Nanami had been killed brutally. I wanted to torture you anyway, so that you would learn a lesson and never rely on your instinct to jump to conclusions again.
I thought you were a bad girl.
I held a grudge and anger towards you. I didn't care what you thought about me, I just wanted to work off my anger.
I have no doubt, though. What were those pieces of flesh I pieced together?
I don't know. Actually, I do know those pieces of flesh were from Nanami. But I didn't know whether that Nanami was the consciousness of your illusion.
Oh, thanks. Is there a way to check? I don't want to know.
No, as far as I know, there is no way to check.
But I saw Nanami again in the paradise. Couldn't this mean something?
No.
Why? I saw her again in the paradise. Can't this prove those pieces of flesh were merely my illusion?
How would you know that Nanami you came across later was the consciousness rather than your illusion?
Ah. Yeah, that was the hard question. That was the hard thing to answer, but I wanted to keep believing at least.
So use your head, Kyo. You still don't know if she was the real or your illusion, even though you saw her again later. You will never know where those pieces of flesh were Nanami.
Yeah, you're right.
You know the rest of the story, huh?
Yeah, after you brought me to the real world, Saki and I split.
Yeah, luckily you two separated, otherwise she would have been in danger.
Wait, if you were tailing me the entire time, wouldn't you have realised that I was trying to get rid of Saki for a very long time before we arrived at the Badukis? Oh god. Why? What happened?
Saki's wild personality controlled her body again and killed many people.